Now, what I want to do is talk a little bit about the transformational vocabulary. I said some of you may have heard about this before. I've used the example, instead of saying problem, say opportunity. Way back in sales, when I was first learning sales in late 70s, early 80s, they taught us to say investment, not spend or not buy. You don't buy something, you invest in it. And that's old school, but it still works. I use an anchor, especially when I was going on stage speaking. I would get myself up to a heightened state. Some may know the wool clap, but I would get myself to a heightened state. And you don't have to get yourself into a heightened state. You can wait until you're in a heightened state. For example, you're doing something that's really exhilarating. You just skied a mogul run, or maybe you nailed a trick and you're excited. Kick that anchor in. Yes, kick in the anchor. Reinforce it, kick in the anchor, and get in the habit of doing that every time you get into that heightened state. Alternatively, you can get yourself into a heightened state and then kick in the anchor. Mine is yes. And that one little word, because I've used it so many times in a heightened state, I can get into state right before going on stage. And it's reliable. I don't have to worry about it. Anchors work the other way too. Anchors can trigger emotions. They can trigger memories. And if you've harbored a lot of negative emotions, which most of us have learned to do because you suppress it, when you suppress it, the emotion gets into your neurons, and then it becomes a biochemical event, and that can be brought up when you let the emotions pass through. So words, I mentioned, they activate different parts of the brain. They can change your states. Now, there's a lot of talk about affirmations, and I know anybody who's into self-development, they've used affirmations. They've seen success, and they've seen where they didn't work. I would say in my own life, affirmations probably were reliable 20% of the time. But if you think about placebos are good maybe 30% of the time, and some placebos are used in addition to or in place of prescription medication. So a prescription drug can be successful 30% of the time and people are still okay with it. So I wouldn't throw affirmations out, but I think you can refine them, and that gets back to the word. So if we're walking around saying, I hate this job, I hate what I'm doing, I don't like what I'm doing, I'm tired of this makes me sick. We spend all day saying that, and then we say some affirmations. I'm good at my job, I'm good at sales, I'm a dynamic salesperson, but yet we're saying, I hate my job, I hate my job. We're doing that. We got 65,000 waking seconds in a day. How many seconds were spent on those thoughts versus the affirmation? So that's step one. I'm not going to say that's the end all be all, but you're going to make progress just by eliminating some of the words that you're habitually saying, identifying them first, obviously, and then eliminating them. When we talk about affirmations, we know that they should be present tense, and it's not I will do this or I'm going to do that. It's I am this. And one of the things that showed up a lot is this word try. What I noticed as I walked into these situations and I was having people give me updates in the lay of the land, they would often use the word try. What we're trying to do, they're going to try and try.